Don't know when my nights became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings, everything is faded.
You go to a bar and the gentleman at the table across from you who's having drinks with his friend, y'all are giving eye contact and oogly googlies, and one of the gentlemen walk over. And maybe you assume he's coming to tell you that, hey, you look lovely. What's your name? Can I buy you another drink? And that man say, hey girl, I'm your daddy. I will probably pass out. Okay, y'all. I'm watching another episode of Karamo, and this lady met her daddy at the bar. Or her potential daddy. They're on the Karamo show to find out. Before I get into that, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can be notified the next time I come to run my mouth. We're on the way to 2K, so please hit up that subscribe button. Help your girl out. Come enjoy my content. Be sure to check out my other videos. I'll link some videos on the card on the screen, so look out for those. And just come enjoy me. I'm a good time. Like, check out my shorts, check out my review videos, and come and have a good time with us. All right. So I'm doing another watch it, talk to you about it. So I'm giving you my commentary on the video as I watch it. So Shaniqua's there to find out who her father is. And she met this man at the bar. He came up to her. Well, according to him, her and her friends was flirting with him. He was like, yeah, you and your friends was flirting with me. I need you to know that I might be a daddy. And so they developed a relationship from there. And he took her in like she's his child. He felt like she looked like him. He felt like her mama lied about who her daddy was, and he is her daddy. And he says, well, let me let y'all listen to what he said.
I have 8 kids total, including her. I say I have 1 son and 7 bitches, and she fits right in.
Okay, that that rubbed Karamo the wrong way when he said that. Okay, let me keep watching. She was gagged too when he said that. Her mouth was wide open. Like, why would you say that? You already coming off wrong, sir, in this little confessional video before we even get to see you on the stage. He says that his children don't believe that she's their sister. He says she needs a father. He know in his heart that she is his daughter. So we're here today to find out if he is truly the pappy. So she said she was angry about him coming up to her in the bar like that because, sir, I'm in my 30s. Like, where you been? And then he actually let her know that when she caught a charge for selling illegal items for personal use, he was in the courtroom in the back. And she, he never said anything to her. She didn't know he was there. Now for her mom said somebody else was her dad and she knows who that man is. So she kind of, again, that would make me angry and it would shock me because I am going to be in the mind frame of like, if you're telling me you always knew I was your daughter, you never believed my mama, why wouldn't you try to do what you could do to be in my life and figure out who I was, as far as my actual paternity? Like, that's wild in my 30s just be running up on me. Cause like, I guess you could form a relationship and build from there, but like, what you really gonna be able to do for me, sir? I done had all my formative years and all these other hard times that I could have truly used a father during it. Now you coming up to me in the bar talking about you, my daddy. Okay, boy. So the man she knows to be her father is in prison and basically been in prison her whole life. She doesn't believe that this guy is her father. I mean, and I honestly I don't know how I feel. I know who my father is just because my parents were married and, whatever. But if I had a father who was in prison, maybe I didn't know him because she didn't grow up with him. She didn't grow up with any like father. And this other man is coming to say he is my father. I'm not sure if I'm going to just automatically believe you are. Cause like, again, where have you been? She has developed a relationship with some of his kids, but some of them, I guess, being nasty because they don't really believe that she's their sister. And they like, basically, daddy, you wasting your time. Sir, you're coming in hot. You think who is the daddy? You think who is? How you coming on stage approaching us? Sir, you didn't approach me till I was in my 30s in a bar telling me that you know 100% that I am your daughter. You think so-and-so is the daddy? You got to be kidding me. We could have got this done years ago. And she telling him, yeah, we could have, like, but that would have been on you. That wouldn't have been on me. Why wouldn't it have been on you? You are the adult. She was a child. You were supposed to find her. You saying you knew all this time and you've been knowing what she was. You knew enough to come find this lady when she was in her 20s to sit in her court case in the back row. But you didn't know enough to come when she was 11, 12, 9, 7, and say, hey, this is my child. I'm taking you to court. I'm getting a paternity test. I want my baby. Bruh, sit down. Because you really are trying it, sir. Child, this man ain't got nothing but excuses. So apparently he was 16 when she was born, which gives a little context. Okay, he was a young man. And The mama apparently moved away, but said it was another man's baby. Okay, that's all understandable. But what? I guess I need to keep watching because I want to know what happened once you was 20, once you was 22, once you was 25, and you just knew you had got a girl pregnant. What happened now? Okay, so ain't no excuse because you know her mama been talking to the mama. They always talk. He know who the man is that is was been said to be her father her whole life. And that's another lie. You gotta people are so funny. You get an attitude with me, sir, because I thought somebody else was my daddy my whole life. That's all my mom told me. And you just coming up to me. You just a random stranger. Maybe I know you because you know my mom and them, but bro, what that mean to me? Nothing. But again, just a whole bunch of excuses. This is just on a side note in the conversation. Like, I know that sometimes women can make it difficult for men to be in their children's lives, but I feel like just as hard as, you fight for anything else, you got to fight for your kids. And it feels like sometimes a lot of men don't fight for their kids like they should. Like, take the mama to court, get your rights, get your visitation. This is not just on this random man. That just be all over in terms of different situations and scenarios you see. Well, let me keep watching. So now his daughter says, "Hey, she's not your child," and he want to prove to them that she is because he just believes it. But he's telling her that it was her mama's responsibility to tell her. No, again, you could have made effort back then. Yes, you might have been young when this child was initially born, but once you as a grown man are now 25, 26, now you're 30. You at that point can reach out to the child, and at that point, if he's 30, 16, child is that bad man? Will she have been 14 at that time? Yeah. So you at that point would be able to at least, I feel like, do something legally in order to find out for sure that this is your child so that she can then know you are her parent. I don't like that when parents and children have, let's say, strained relationships. And you saying, well, that child is 13, 14, let's say 15. You could have reached out to me. You could have told me that is still a child. She was still a child. And then she also said her mom had a drug problem and the dad is in prison. So what kind of life do you think she living? She ain't thinking about, is this really my daddy? My mom already said this man is my daddy. So how would she know to come look for you? You would have had to come look for her, period and point blank. Otherwise, she's living her life and continuing on. He is getting on my nerves. He did apologize for the 7Bs comment, but he then comes back later on and tells her, if you are my child, I'm taking this belt off and whipping your arse because you talking back. Sir, this is a grown woman. You're not talking to no 2-year-old that you just met or 5-year-old that you just met. This is a grown. Okay, let's keep going. The daughter done came out and spilled his tea and said, you ain't really been in the life of your 7 children. You don't know whether or not she is or is not your child. If we find out she is, that's fine. We'll accept her. But you need to have been a better person about this whole situation. Come on, daughter, giving him the business. Now he crying. He done got emotional, y'all, because the daughter said he hadn't been there. I guess he provided financially, but he wasn't there as an active father, or he did a little financial, but he wasn't there as an active father. He done teared up. And he said she right. He wasn't there like he was supposed to be. So at least he do take a little bit of accountability. But baby, all that other stuff, mm-mm. All right, y'all. I guess I've been a little bit hard on him. He a decent guy. I think he just one of them big mouth. One of them guys that just talk big and just got to be so bravado, but really is a little puppy dog, get in his feelings, get emotional. But apparently their family has like really taken her in. So the daughter said, hey, even if you're not my sister, we still cool. I still love you. Like, they became close. They developed a relationship she has with him as well. So like, she knows his kids and the grandkids. So before he opens these results, he said that if she's not his daughter, that he will be the honorary godfather. And we're finna find out if she is or not. What did it say? Yeah. It says Shaniqua is not your biological daughter. I'm sorry, but I told you so. And it says Shaniqua. She is not his biological daughter. And he is actually sad and broken up. That man really thought that girl was his daughter. And he probably been telling himself that his whole life since he was 16 years old. So apparently that mama was messing with both of them. And she hasn't even DNA tested with that man that's in prison. I guess it kind of felt like it wasn't even worth it because she's 44 and she said that man been in prison for 42 years. So for her whole life, that man has been in prison. And it's probably like, what would be the point of trying to do a DNA test and you're locked up and you're never going to come home? She said he's still in there. That is unfortunate. So that's so nice. Karamo's going to help her test the man that's in prison because he feels like she needs answers. And that is very true. Like, your mother should have known concrete who it was. That should have been clear. There should be no question. She said nothing about her. I can't even think what the guy's name is. Nothing about her and the non-daddy about their relationship is going to change. She said when she comes to town, she's still going to visit him. He's still going to be in her son's life. They hug it out. And that's beautiful. I think that is so... I mean, it's unfortunate. I kind of wanted him to be the daddy just because he wanted to be the daddy. He hadn't got on my nerves so bad wanting to be the daddy. But it's good that they do have now, so we're not just going with I'm your dad and it's really not sure and not concrete. So they know where they are as far as them truly being family. Because if something happens to her or her son and you go to look to him for blood or something and he really is not your father, then we're in a stalemate. So that is really why we need answers to those type of questions. So if you're listening to this and you don't know, you should take all resources that are available to find out. Y'all can call Karamo. But anyway, y'all know I love me some Karamo. Really good episode per usual. Karamo, listens, give good advice. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Y'all make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 2K subscribers. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified the next time your girl comes to run her mouth. And make sure that you like the video. So give me a thumbs up. And make sure you comment. I want to hear from y'all. I want to talk back to y'all. I will communicate with you. So don't be shy. Let me know what you think. I am going to link the episode in the description. So if you want to go watch the full episode and hear a little bit more, because I didn't give you everything, but I gave you a good little high level overview of what had happened. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out. Your girl will be back again to run her mouth soon. Peace.
Who's getting all of mine? Who's getting all of mine? Love.